Hey healers, this is a message that really wanted to come through today about our physicality and our physical bodies. I didn't even really want to deliver this message. It's like really personal. Yikes. we gotta do that thing that's our calling. Yeah, we gotta do that. So personally, I've had like a lot of difficulty being present with my own physicality, especially over my healing journey. It's just seemed like ever since I got deep into healing, like I haven't wanted to be touched as much. I've barely had sex. Even working out, just being too much in touch with my body, like really does something to me. It really triggers me. And so as a result, like I've avoided situations where I would be sexual or with somebody that I would want to be sexual with. I've avoided letting myself have pleasure. And it's crazy too, because it's like I'm used to people constantly projecting their own desires onto me and like wanting to use me for their pleasure. That's been my whole life. And I think like just getting so deep into my healing process with it, I don't know, it's just made it really hard to like actually be in my body and present with my physical sensations. Working out, I used to love working out. I used to work out like 3 times a week. I used to do yoga all the time. I was Miss Fitness. I worked at a fitness spa. I would like take fitness classes every day when I was at work, and then I would bike home. I was always working out. I would do yoga when I got home. Like I loved doing those things, and there was a part of me that wasn't in my body though. So now I'm here. More of me is here, and I think those are the parts that are really hurting, and so they feel a lot of things when I go into different places in my body. They feel a lot of things, and it's really hard because they are not necessarily good things, but these are things that must be dug out. They must be felt. It must be dealt with, and it just is part of the healing process. Because a lot of times we think that we're just gonna like wait for relationships until we're already healed. It doesn't work like that. Because you're not gonna be healed without the relationships. You need other people to do that with, and it doesn't mean you're codependent or you're needy. Everybody's needy. Anybody can be codependent, but it's just like, who are you doing that with? You know, choose wisely. It's really important right now to choose wisely. It's like time to choose up your apocalypse team. Like, who are you trying to survive the apocalypse with? That's who you really want to know. And it's really best for it to be a man that can fucking defend you. Don't carry no bitch ass men into this season with you. Please don't. They gotta be benefiting you in some type of way. They gotta have benefits. They gotta come with benefits. They gotta come with a lot of benefits. And what you do is focus on yourself. Focus on your healing, your body, your self-care, your beauty, your power, your dominion over the things that you do control. And that includes your physicality. And so like, it is now going into a season where it's necessary to be more physical and more physically grounded and physically oriented. This is what's needed, because there's a lot of wind blowing around and different energies that people easily succumb to. You want to be grounded in your own physicality so you're not easily swayed by different random thoughts or ideas. You'll see a lot of people choose a way or a direction that you wouldn't really want to choose. You wouldn't choose for them if you were them, but you're not them, so you can't choose. It's not your life. But you just have to stay steady with your path. Like, it's okay if people don't believe in you. Everybody's not going to believe in you. You just have to believe in yourself, and they'll believe when they see it, if they can. But we're walking into a new era on Earth, where everything that people thought like wasn't possible is possible. So it's really important that you know that you affirm that within yourself, and you do that by anchoring it into your physicality. Because it's about thinking differently, like thinking about your life and yourself as the person that you're becoming, not the person that you used to be, with those old problems that you used to have. And it's choosing different. So it's literally brainwashing yourself and mind controlling yourself into feeling differently about yourself and seeing yourself differently. It entails like a whole recalibration of your entire nervous system, your entire brain waves, all the channels that run throughout your entire brain and body. Okay. This is what we're doing in Root Lock, and this is basically Tantra. It's basically Tantra. Like, we do everything that's healing. We don't have to call it by all the popular names. It is what we do. It's life. It's real life. Real healers healing real life. Chronic pelvic pain has been coming up. It's a lot of taking on excess energy from outside and from others and not processing that energy. You're not utilizing the emotion. Because there's a lot going on within the middle section of the body, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. It's completely recalibrating, and it's gonna hurt at times, and you're really gonna feel it when you're doing your energy work. You'll feel this, and you're just basically repatterning and recalibrating and repatterning and recalibrating and moving energy to the side and releasing it and getting aligned. Opening up space, releasing, feeling whole, releasing anything that's not in you, that's not of you, that's in you, that's not of you. If you feel like, numbness or like tingling in your legs, or like you don't really feel like you're in your legs, like you want to keep going there. You want to keep going there. You want to keep getting into your root chakra. This is where the early childhood experiences, the past life and ancestral experiences of trauma and sexual abuse are held, and all things that are harmful to humans, that humans have experienced in life on earth. And have sex, get some sexual pleasure in your life. It's okay. Stop being so ashamed. Shame is the silent killer. Shame is the silent killer. And I really want everybody to open up your heart right now to a cosmic divine sexual partner that will please you, who you can please and feel really pleased by, and just let yourself have that. You deserve it. And if you don't have one, give yourself that pleasure. Slow down, but don't worry, don't stress yourself out. If it's hard to do anything, like, just continue to accept yourself and feel that frustration and that anger and that grief. Feel everything. It's okay. Nothing that you feel is wrong. This is a quick message that I wanted to share with you, healers. And the more you can feel your emotions and really tune into them, the more aligned you are with your unconscious mind and your higher self, your inner, deeper self that wants what's real for you. What's real and what's for you, not just what people think that you should want or that they want for you. And to do that, you tap in, you tune in really deeply to yourself. So this is a message that's coming through. It's all about tapping into the real you and listening to your pussy, or whatever part of you that is most real and true and primal, and that part of you that really needs to be heard. If you're having conflict, disassociation, confusion, or sadness, or not feeling good enough, talk it out with your pussy or your root chakra. Whoever else is here, whatever you got between your legs, talk it out. Talk it out. Place your hands on your coochie and talk it out. And let yourself have that. And we really got to work on our self-image right now, because it's a lot going on there. It's a lot of spiritual attacks. And the practical application of a spiritual attack is just simply negative thoughts, like things that fuck you up, that make you feel like shit, that keep you from doing what you want to do, that steer you in the wrong direction. A lot of relationships are spiritual attacks. A lot of relationships are spiritual attacks. I'm gonna say that again. Children are sometimes spiritual attacks. You better not get pregnant by accident with someone you don't want to have a kid with and go ahead and have that whole kid and then raise it. The fuck? Who does that? No, people have been making a lot of bad decisions, and it's fucking stupid. You don't need to do these things. It's time to take agency, power over your own life. Stop giving it away to everybody else. It's pathetic. Don't be a victim. I'm like, shake. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim anymore. Don't let people tell you that this is what life is, and just start disconnecting and disrespecting these people that try to tell you that this is what life is. They are ops. They are spiritual attackers. They are spiritual assassins. There's a lot of people in our midst. They will fucking assassinate you if they got the word. If they got the word. And they are programmed that way. And it's not about people being good people or nice people. You got to be on your toes with everybody. And that necessitates an extremely deep connection with yourself so that you can totally tune into everything that you're feeling at all times and trust it, and trust yourself to get yourself out of any situation that you don't need to be in. And learn how to read it so you don't have to be so scared and skittish of every single situation. So you can read the vibes, you can feel what's coming up, you can mitigate it, you can neutralize it, you can alchemize it, and if necessary, you can annihilate it. Do what you gotta do. It's a lot of people out here that mean others no good. They do not mean others no good, but they are good at faking it. And then there's some real people who really care, who get canceled every day. Anyways, it would behoove you to know the difference. It would behoove you to know the difference. I really I get so intense about this stuff because it's my life and my livelihood, and it's what is necessary for me to feel safe and comfortable is to surround myself with people who are on their shit, who are really on their shit. And anybody who's not on their shit can't come. Sorry. Bye. You're not invited. Thought I was gonna say something sensitive and nice. No. Oh shit. No, I'm not going to. I don't have to. Nice is a trap, you guys. Start being really suspicious and skeptical of it. I would. And it should be the bare minimum. Everybody should be nice to you and kind to you, so that don't mean nothing special if they are. It's all about the breath, and it's all about the body, and it's all about the posture, and it's all about the mind, the thoughts that you're thinking, and the actions that you decide to take, putting yourself in a routine. And it's okay if you fall off of it, you just get back on it. So this is what we do. This is what we're gonna keep doing. I just wanted to say hi and share that message with you. This was a strong message that Spirit pulled me out of my house and pulled me to the river. I needed to cleanse, and I almost didn't make it here. Something else was trying to pull me away, but this is an important message that needed to come through, that something in here is really special to some of y'all. And let me know how this resonates. Make sure you leave a comment. I love hearing you guys' comments. Thank you so much for your feedback, because it really helps to know that what I'm talking about is resonating, and there's actual social proof and evidence of these things that I'm speaking about, these generational curses. I really appreciated the comments on my last video, one of my last videos that was on breaking the generational curse of losing men. And several people commented saying different ways that men in their family had died, and that they had lost different men in their lives, and how painful it had been, and how much it had hurt. And just want to put this out here too, that we need men. We need men. And that's one thing that I didn't mention in this video is when it comes to the healing properties of sex, there's hedonistic sex, but then there's healing sex. And we want healing sex. And We feminine women need men, masculine men, for healing sex. Men with a certain physicality need women with a certain physicality. We are gods and goddesses that are made for each other. And I really want to encourage everybody that's in one of these type of relationships, where if it may be challenging to you, if you come from a lineage where you've lost a lot of men in your lineage, you come from a lineage where there's only women that are left raising you and raising the household, it can be really hard to deal with a man because you're not used to it. And it hurts sometimes to face all the reasons why you're not used to it and the pain of that. And it doesn't mean that he's a bad person when he's triggering that in you. It's really about your self-image and your self-perception and the way you feel and bringing safety to yourself. So this is another thing too, is like cultivating that safety in the body so that you feel safe anywhere with anyone. And that's how the body heals, and that's how chronic pelvic pain releases and goes away. It's feeling ultimately super safe, being able to relax completely into healing sex with deep penetration, and not have to think about anything or worry about anything, because you know that you can completely unravel in that man's arms. And this is what we need. This is what is coming up for us. So this is what the message that I wanted to give to y'all, and I hope that you're receiving it. Let me know how everything resonates. And I'm gonna keep meditating on it, and I hope that you do too. Peace, healers. Masalama. Talk soon.